Good morning, students. Today we will revise the chapter Heat and Temperature. First of all, let us know the meaning of heat. Now, what is heat? It is a form of energy that travels from one body to another body. Now, this transfer of heat or this transfer of energy occurs till the two bodies in contact attain the same temperature. Heat is measured in the units of joules or calories. Joules are the standard units of heat and calories are the CGS units of heat. CGS units are the smaller units than SI units. Now, what is the effect of heat? Effects of heat are that transfer of heat may lead to temperature change. Like if a body is at a lower temperature and you impart heat to that, then its temperature will rise. Secondly, it may lead to an increase in dimension of substance. That is, that the substance will expand if you supply heat. For example, an increase in the length of railway tracks in summers. Now, students, here I want to explain you one phenomena that if you have ever observed the railway tracks, then there are some spaces left in between the railway tracks. Have you ever thought that why those spaces are left? Now, those spaces are left because in the summers, due to the heat transfer, there is an expansion in the iron. So this iron expands. Now, if it expands, it will occupy more space. Now, if gaps are not left, then there will be bends in the railway track. So to avoid those bends, gaps are left in between the tracks. So next is transfer of heat may also lead to change of state. Now, how change of state? This is a very common observation. When you give heat to ice, it gets converted to water and water then gets converted to water vapors on heating. So this is a solid which gets converted to liquid and which further gets converted to gas. So in this way, heat transfer may also lead to change of state. Now next is, heat can also change any substance chemically. For example, if you burn wood, then carbon dioxide and water will be released. So new products are formed. And that is the main feature of a chemical change, that the substance changes chemically. So let us revise the effect of heat on states of substance properly. On a general basis, whenever heat is supplied, molecules of that substance gain kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is, yes, the energy due to motion, the movement of any substance. So whenever you supply heat to a system, its molecules, they gain the kinetic energy and start moving more randomly. Means they start moving more rapidly with more speed. So thus occupy more space. Now if anything will move with more kinetic energy than before, then it will occupy, of course, more space. And more space means increase in dimensions. That's its length, breadth, the area covered, that all will increase, which implies to expansion. Now such an expansion due to heat is called thermal expansion. Now this type of expansion occurs in all the three states of matter. Like in solids, we have discussed the railway tracks thing. In liquids, we know that mercury is filled in the thermometers. Now that mercury that expands whenever a bit more amount of heat is given. So it expands and then fill the smaller pipe in the thermometer. Gases like you must have studied about land breeze and sea breeze. Now what happens in that? Like in the daytime, in the summers, the air which is near the ground, that becomes hot. When it becomes hot means it gains energy, it gains heat. So it starts moving randomly. It occupies more space. That's why it expands and becomes light and moves upwards. Because of that, the air or the wind from the sea area or from the water area, it comes towards the land area, which leads to the formation of sea breeze. So that also explains the phenomena of thermal expansion. So these were the effects of heat. Now the next is transfer of heat. Now heat transfer occurs in solids, liquids and gases by three different modes. For the first is conduction. Conduction is the way of transfer of heat in solids. For this, the temperature needs to be, the objects needs to be at different temperatures, and they should be in contact with each other. And the most important thing, that during conduction, only the disturbance moves, only the heat moves from one particle to another, not the particles. Particles are not allowed to move. Now, if we talk about convection, it is the mode of transfer of heat in liquids and gases, or we can say fluids. In this, movement of particles occur, because the particles, they take the heat and move from one part to another part. Then the last is radiation. Radiation is a type of heat transfer in which no medium is required. It is the only way by which the sun rays came to us. Now these type of ways, they are like invisible to us. We can just sense them. We can't see the way. Now here I have written one thing, that is a black body. Now what is a black body? Black body is a complete absorber and complete emitter of radiation. Like anything which comes in the path of radiation, it absorbs some amount of radiation and transmits the other. But if we talk about a black body, then a black body is a complete absorber and a complete emitter of radiations. Now we wear white clothes in summer. You must have observed that. Now why we wear white clothes in summer or light colored clothes in summer? Because light colored clothes, they absorbs lesser radiations. So if they absorb lesser radiations, then they will absorb lesser warmth. So they will be comfortable in summers. So these are the three ways of transfer of heat in solids, liquids and gases. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.